everybody. I think I'm audible, and just a moment, I'm uploading the presentation so you guys can see it. Yeah, so if anybody can confirm that you can see the presentation.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. So I will start with the standard disclosures. So I and my firm, we both own G Shipping in our portfolio. And most importantly, the second point, whether I own or my firm owns more than 1%, we would love to, but currently we don't hold it more than 1%. So before going to shipping industry, so these are the contents, how I will go about it. So I will first present about the shipping value chain, then the what has happened due to Russia and Ukraine crisis, how supply has been disrupted, and third thing about the fleet supply, at what position it is, then the shipping cycle, and finally the most important, risk factors. In the appendix, I have included about the costs which this industry needs to incur, and how we can look at the P&L statement and cash flows actually. So let's have a look at value chain. So starting with the oil wells, if you look at the slide, starting with the oil wells, the oil will be extracted from the oil well and it will travel through the refineries in three ways. It can travel to by the trucks, by the pipeline, and third point is by crude oil tankers. So most preferable ways are pipeline and the crude oil tankers, because we can carry out in large volumes. So this is the first type of tanker, that we call it as a crude tanker first. And crude tankers takes it to the refineries, where this crude is refined and which is converted into gasoline, ATFs, what we use directly into our vehicles. So this, from refineries to bulk terminals, it is carried out by product tankers. So these two types, crude tankers and product tankers. And finally through these product tankers, it goes to the through tanker trucks to gas stations. And we have to keep in mind, from gas station it goes to our vehicles. So end user of all this value chain is finally we, and the vehicles. So transportation is the major beneficiary or end product of whole this value chain. So most important thing, we have to look whenever we are evaluating tankers or the shipping company which is into product tankers and crude oil tankers, we have to keep in mind the transportation, that in sense growth in the flights, volumes, tickets, usage of oil, whatever is going on, and how it is going up. That's most important thing we have to keep in mind. Before going to next slides, I would like to run few videos. Okay, so you guys can have idea about what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it won't make sense. So as we are discussing about tanker ship, I will first play about the tanker ships. Then we can move ahead with the other types.
The transportation of bulk liquids began in the late 19th century when the discovery and expedition of oils began. At that time, tankers emerged as the main mode of transportation to carry bulk liquids from refineries to the global market. As time passed, different energy products were produced and need of various types of tankers came into the real picture. Presently, a variety of products such as crude oil, finished petroleum products, liquefied natural gas, chemicals, edible oils, wine, juice, molasses, etc., are transported through tankers. Tankers play a major share of more than 33% of the world fleet tonnage. Tankers, however, are not restricted to one particular type or variety. There are many types of tankers in terms of use, construction, and size. There are two main categories by which shipping tankers can be classified: by type, purpose, and by size. Let's take a look at classification of tankers on basis of types. Oil tankers. Oil tankers, as their name suggests, carry oil and its byproducts. An oil tanker is designed to carry wide variety of petroleum products in bulk ranging from crude oil to refined products. Their size is measured in deadweight tonnage and ranges from 55,000 deadweight tonnage to VLCCs of over 300,000 deadweight tonnage. Due to their immense size, they have become quite cheaper to transport petroleum products. It costs around 2 to 4 cents per gallon only. Oil tankers are further subdivided into two main types: product tankers and crude tankers. Product tankers are used to transport petroleum-based chemicals. They are used to carry refined oil of various grades and are smaller in size as compared to the crude oil tankers. Crude tankers. These vessels are much larger in size than the other variants of oil tankers and move a large quantity of unrefined crude oil to the oil refineries. Gas tankers. They are specially designed to carry different forms of gases.
I think you guys can hear me. So we can look at it in a two ways. The deck of the tanker, if it is clear one, then it's a crude tanker. If it has multiple fins types of structure, then it's a product tanker. And finally, if it has dome type structure, then it's a gas tanker that we can differentiate into by just looking at the tankers. So I'm going into further more details and the types of it. I'm playing it at the fag end of the video to just give the brief about the different types of tankers.
Crude carriers. VLCC tankers have a cargo carrying capacity of 250,000 tons. Ultra-large crude carriers, ULCC, are mega ships that have a cargo hauling capacity which ranges up to 500,000 tons. Panamax and New Panamax, the type of tanker that can pass through the Panama Canal, is known as Panamax. New Panamax vessels are those which can cross the recently made New Panama Canal and have an average capacity of 65,000 deadweight tonnage. The cargo tankers, which cannot be classified under Panamax category because of their bigger size, are known as the post-Panamax tankers. Aframax. The Aframax cargo tankers are the type of tanker ships which are mainly used in the Mediterranean Sea, China Sea, and the Black Sea. These tankers have a deadweight tonnage between 80,000 and 120,000 tons. Suezmax. Panamax tankers are named for vessels which can navigate through the Panama Canal. Similarly, Suezmax vessels are so called because they can pass through the Suez Canal. Qmax. These are the largest LNG.
Can you guys see video?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going back to the presentation.